So the Vyasadeva, he divided the four Vedas. The Vedas purports are very deep. So people are not able to understand the Vedas. Rig, Sam, Yajur, Atharva. And he wrote the Upanishads. So, even with the Upanishads and everything, people could not still understand the real meanings of the Vedas. And after that, he wrote the Puranas. 17 Puranas he wrote. Still, he was not satisfied. His mind was not peaceful. Once, by the banks of the river Saraswati, when he sat down after performing all his duties and oblations, by the desire of Bhagavan, Naradaji appeared. Naradaji told him why his mind was disturbed, why the mind of Vyasadeva was disturbed. Narada explained. Naradaji told, because you wrote some books, these books of the Vedas, but people are not yet satisfied. They got disturbed by you wrote the Puranas, the Mahabharata, they're still like they didn't understand, because when you wrote these books you didn't make clear the subject matter being explained. First of all, it's not clear who is Bhagavan. There's only one Bhagavan, but in different scriptures it looks like that there are many Bhagavans. So okay. Another point. What is the topmost goal for the living entities? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. It's not the highest goal for the living entities. So, Dharma, artha, kama, or some people go more, they want liberation. But even mukti is not the highest goal. Beyond mukti, there is pancha, purushartha, Krishna prema. Topmost moods had to be explained, the mode of Vrindavan. According to sequence and levels. For example, karma-marga, then jnana-marga is higher and bhakti-marga is the topmost. Like step by step. So you have to manifest this topmost prema bhakti. The great saints are eager, looking to attain this kind of bhava. You have to manifest this bhava. But in our books it's not clear. Like you wrote everything. It's not that Vyasadeva hadn't written. He had written everything. But not in sequence. If you don't present something in sequence, people will have some trouble understanding what you're saying. So Vyasadeva had to write step by step. You have to write in sequence and separately all the lilas, not mixed, like Maha-prabhu told to Rupa Goswami. Krsna-Vrindavan should stay in Vrindavan. You know what happened? When Rupa Goswami was coming to meet Maha-prabhu in Jagannath Puri, Rupa Goswami was considering writing one book about Krishna. Then he came and slept on the temple of Satyabhama. Satyabhama came to Rupa Goswami and told, you have to write about me in a separate book, like in a separate way. Means Satyabhama and the katha of Dwaraka should be separate of the katha of Vrindavan. When Rupa Goswami met Maha-prabhu suddenly told, don't take Krishna out of Vrindavan. Means Krishna Vraja-lila always stays in Vrindavan. Mathura Desh Krishna stays in Mathura and Dwaraka Desh in Dwarika. Means Vidadha-madhava-natakam and Gaura-lila. The lilas of Vraja, Dwaraka, Mathura. Pura-lila means which one? Okay. Vraja-lila and Pura-lila. Pura-lila is the lila in Mathura and Dwarika, especially in Dwarika. Cannot mix them together. So Rupa Goswami wrote 2 books. One is Vidadha-madhava-natakam and another Lalita-madhava-natakam. Vidadha-madhava-natakam is explaining about the mood of Vraj. Lalita-madhava-natakam is about the mood of dvaraka. Satyabhama. One Krishna. He stays in Vrindavan. And one Krishna stays in Mathura and Dwarka. But how is the manifestation of the bhava madhurya? Krishna is always present in Vrindavan. Many times I've told this. Actually, Krishna never goes out of Vrindavan. He never leaves Vrindavan to go elsewhere. Krishna. But you see the explanation that after performing pastimes in Vraja, Krishna went to Mathura and then Dwaraka. Actually, he's not going himself. It's actually his prakasa, his manifestation, his vaibhavas are going, not himself. Actually, he doesn't even go. When the border is there between the limit of Vrindavan and Mathura, Krishna disappears of Vrindavan, and then the other Krishna from Mathura sits there. Akrura was bringing Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. When he reached the border of Vrindavan and Mathura, in a place called Akrur Ghat, there Vrindavana Krishna disappeared from the chariots, and at the same time, immediately, Mathura Dish Krishna sat on that chariot, the same chariot. But people did not even realize this was going on. They don't know. Everyone thinks, oh, the same Krishna of Vrindavan came from Vrindavan and entered Mathura. That's why Jiva Goswami explains. There are many prakoshta, like compartments in there, in the spiritual world. Yogamaya to perform lilas manifests many compartments, prakoshtas. Imagine a gigantic building. There are many sections, floors, apartments, isn't it? There are many floors in one building. Everyone enters the same door of that building. But when you enter the building, you go to your own floor. Someone goes to the first floor, second, third, etc. So there are many sections, isn't it? So in the same way, there are many sections or compartments. Bhagavan creates this by his Yogamaya. I'll give an example. Krishna came from Vrindavana to Mathura. His Sakhas, friends, went along with him, even Nanda Maharaj also. But actually they did not go. Not even one Brajavasi left Vrindavana and went to Mathura. Not even one. Actually their manifestations went prakasa. The original ones will remain in Vrindavan. Srila Vidadha-madhava-natakam. Yogamaya keeps them there. What went was their prakasa manifestation. Not even Nanda Maharaj came to Mathura, not even him. Because when Krishna comes, his associates also come along, right? If Krishna also himself didn't come, how possible his associates came? Right? Because the Krishna of Vrindavan also stays in Vrindavan, doesn't come to Mathura. Jiva Goswami explains. Actually, Yogamaya did all this just to arrange the pastimes, but people are thinking it's them. But it's not. Bhagavatam also explains that Nanda Maharaj came to Mathura, and then when he was coming back, time to leave Mathura, he told Krishna, come with me. And Krishna told very logical things to Nanda Maharaj. Okay? If I go, Baladeva will also go, then Vasudeva will be so upset. Because Vasudeva might think, oh, Nanda Maharaj went back to Vrindavan to Krishna and also my son Baladeva. So to make Nanda Maharaj believe more, Krishna gave all his ornaments to Nanda Maharaj. Like for example, I'm going. So I give you my bag to you, my luggage, everything. So then you think, oh yeah, he's really coming. He even sent his things before. It's in the same way. What did Krishna do? He sent his ornaments, his clothes with his father Nanda Maharaj when he went back to Vrindavan. But Krishna stayed in Mathura. Nanda Maharaj is very simple. So he thought, yeah, what Krishna is saying is true. After many days, Vyasadeva Maharaj finally met Balaram. If I go back bringing my son Krishna, Balaram will also go because he doesn't live without Krishna. So because Nanda Maharaj has a very nice friendship with Vasudeva Maharaj, Nanda Maharaj decided, yeah, it's okay. Krishna said, I'm going quick, after maybe 2-4 days. Nanda Maharaj left, but actually there was also his prakasa there, manifestation. So he left Mathura back to Vrindavan. Then Nanda Maharaj came in Vrindavan. Mother Jashoda, she was so eager to see Krishna. रहेगा 10 वर्ष 8 महीना. For how long? Okay, after Krishna left Vrindavan and went to Mathura, for how long did it take to Nanda Maharaj come back? Actually 1 day only. So the first day they arrived in Mathura. Krishna took a crew, they arrived in Mathura. In the next day, Kamsa was killed. In the third day, the festival of the bow finished. Then they came back. Like in the first day when they arrived, they saw Mathura Puri, like Krishna Balaram. They had the darshan of Mathura Puri in the first day when they arrived. The next day Kamsa was killed, and on the third day they left back to Vrindavan. So you should not stay more than 3 days. 3 days, or maximum 5 days, or maximum 7 days. If you stay longer, then you'll be kicked out, beaten, praharena dhananjaya. Do you understand or not? If you stay somewhere, you should stay for only 3 days, not more. It's good or not? If you stay in someone's house, if you stay more than 3 days, maybe it will be a burden for the family. Externally they say, Maharaj, no, stay more. Isn't it? It's easy to speak sweet words. Ask her. I go to your house also. How much trouble do I give to you? To feed me, all these things, take care, so many things. To drive me. I arrange programs, do this, do that. You become mad or not? For 5 days you become mad. It's easy to speak. The first day you like, and the second day you... And the third day, you're thinking, oh, when it will be the fourth day? When the fourth day will arrive? And he'll go. Isn't it? We're speaking, but this is true. So actually, how many days they stayed in Mathura complete? Only one day. Like Nanda Maharaj, Krishna, all of them when he came. Because one day they arrived, in the third day they left. So actually, on one complete day they stayed. So 2 days coming and going, and 1 day complete they stayed in Mathura. So maximum stay 5 days, and then for Bhagavad-sadhana, okay, 7 days. And after that, go quickly. Go, everyone. Saying okay, but sometimes 9 days, like Navaratri. Today starts the Navaratri. So it's for 9 days. Okay, so 3 days for 9 days. They are celebrating Navaratri. Some are 11 days. Which puja? The puja of Ganesh takes 10 days or 11 days. Anyway, so the separation that is being shown is actually in different prakoshtas, compartments. So Jagamaya arranges that they're feeling the separation in one kind of compartment, prakoshta. That's why Jiva Goswami, in the commentary, he explained this. There are prakoshtas there, compartments. So in Vaikuntha, then Maha-Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntha, and higher than Vaikuntha, Maha-Vaikuntha, and then Dvaraka, Mathura. Then it's called Goloka Vrindavana. So one thing is Vaikuntha. All the Dhammas of Vishnu are called Vaikuntha. Maha-Vaikuntha is Samasta Vishnu Dham. All the Vishnu Dhammas collected is called Maha-Vaikuntha. Even included, Mathura and Dwaraka are also inside Maha-Vaikuntha. So one thing is Vaikuntha, another is Maha-Vaikuntha, and then after that comes Goloka Vrindavana. So also Goloka is there. What is Goloka? The border of Vrindavana. The border of Vrindavana, boundary of Vrindavana, it's called Goloka. Inside Goloka is Vrindavana. Vrindavan is like a lotus flower, blossoming. In it, at Goloka Vrindavana, Rasika Krishna is there with Shrimati Radhika and his associates. There's no difference between Goloka and Vrindavan, it's only one. Just the difference is Svakiya and parakiyatva-bhava. In Vrindavan, there is parakiyatva-bhava, very sweet parakiyatva-bhava manifesting, very murmut. But in Goloka, it's manifesting Svakiyatva-bhava, wedded love. In Goloka also Radha Krishna are there, but there, the mood of Radha Krishna looks like Svakiyatva-bhava, like they are married. But Parakiya, para more only Vrindavan. The place of the Paramount of Radha and Krishna is only in Parakiyatva-bhava, only in Vrindavan. Read Jayavadharma and you understand the speciality of Goloka and Vrindavan. Have you read Jayavadharma? Vijay Kumar asked Babaji Maharaj if Goloka and Vrindavana would be one. So what's the speciality between each of them? The speciality is that, in Goloka also there is parakiyatva-bhava, paramore mood. But this parakiyatva-bhava in Goloka is not manifesting. Actually, what is manifesting is Svakiyatva-bhava. For example, imagine if you didn't get married to someone, but you live together all the time with that person. So the Svakiyatva-bhava is that same mood the husband and wife will come, even though you're not married to that man. But if you always stay together with him, like maybe living together or something, it will feel like Svakiyatva-bhava, right? You didn't get married, but you're living together. So it's like Svakiya. You are doing parakiya, paramore, because you're not properly married. But because you live together all the time, you feel like the mood of husband and wife, isn't it? The mood of husband and wife comes if you get married according to the rules. Then Satyabhama is there. In Goloka, Radha Krishna didn't get married. Radha Krishna are also in Goloka. But they didn't get married there as well. They are not married, Radha and Krishna. But they stay together all the time. Like in the Western countries, you see this so much. But in Dvaraka, Krishna got married. There was the wedding and everything. In Goloka, there was no weddings of Krishna, Radharani, all this. But they are living together. Like Nitya Milan, always meeting. Western countries, you're saying? Like in the Western countries, people are not married many times. They don't need to get married. They may get married or not, the couples in the Western countries. In some countries, it's not necessary to really legally get married or something like that. Is it? You can ask these Westerners. They're doing sometimes yes, sometimes not. Just live together, have kids, stay together, but then they divorce. Not divorce, just they break up and go to elsewhere. Then? Isn't it? Huh. So actually, what is Vivaha, wedding? So your mind is not matching and you forcefully marry someone. This is really wedding? Marriage? Vivaha? If the mind is matching, your heart is my heart is your heart. It's the same. There's no difference between us. That's why in the context of Rukmini wedding, you see, Krishna joked with Rukmini. What joke he said? He did. Krishna told Rukmini, Rukmini, you're so beautiful. I am a blackish person. I'm black. And you were white. Very beautiful. Who likes black people or black things? No one likes black things or black. Nobody even gives attention to me. Another point, Bhagavan says, I don't have any qualities also. I'm nirguna. Because whatever Krishna says has two meanings. I don't have any qualities. You're so pretty. You're a princess. I'm not a prince. But Krishna is a prince or not? He is, of course. Or not? I'm talking about Krishna of Dwaraka, not in Mathura, not in Vrindavan. Okay, if Krishna is son of Vasudeva, but who is the king of Mathura? Ugrasena. Okay, so about Krishna in Dwaraka. Because, okay, Vrindavan is the son of Nanda Maharaj, but in Dwaraka, Vasudeva is not the king, so Krishna is not a prince in Dwaraka. Because the king is Ugrasena. So Krishna is saying, I'm not the prince. And I'm also not king. What Krishna is saying is true. Mathura is the same of Dwaraka, just they shifted. Mathura, for example, the same person just shifted house. For example, your family is living in one place, just shifted the house. You're the same family, everyone. So everyone from Mathura is same in Dwaraka. Just in the middle of the night, Jogamaya lift them all and place them in Dwaraka. They have shifts, like they just change house, but they didn't even realize this was happening. When they woke up, they saw there was only water around them, waves of the ocean. This is described. That's why the Mathura people, they were like, where are we? There's no way out, there's only water and waves. Where's the door to go out? Everyone was screaming. Where's the door? Dwar kahan hai? That's why the name of the city became Dwarka. Where's the door to go out of this place? So they were the same people from Mathura that just shifted to Dwarka. You're the same person, not another. Everyone from Mathura Puri, the same family, son, daughter, wife. They didn't change, the same family.
Svakiyatva-bhava, Goloka Vrindavana. कृष्ण बोल रहे थे ना रुक्मणी जी से.
Okay, so Krishna told Rukmini, Rukmini, I'm not the king. You're a princess. Rukmini was a princess. But I am not a princess, a prince. So why Krishna is called Mathura Dish, Dwarka Dish, like the controller, the supreme, if he's not the king? Okay, if you say this, in the Vidadha-madhava-natakam is written that in some kalpas, Krishna got married to Rukmini in Mathura. What did he say? किसी kalpa में Krishna. Javadharma also explains. If you read Javadharma properly, you'll understand. In some yugas, some days of Brahma, Krishna gets married to Rukmini in Mathura. Not with Satyabhama, but with Rukmini. You know. And in some kalpas, but generally in other kalpas, Krishna gets married in Dwarka. Javadharma explains. In some kalpas, Krishna got married to Rukmini in Mathura. The lilas are happening in different unlimited billions of universes. So in different days of Brahma, looks like a little bit different. So those who are seeing these lilas, they see according to the spurtis they are having, their vision. So they write in the books whatever they saw in their meditation. Huh? The lilas are going on in unlimited billions of universes. These lilas are going on. And the person who's going to write in the book, he's watching these pastimes. Having darshanam the lila, then he writes down. But it's not like all universe the lila is seeing. No. In some universe, Putana lila is going on. In another universe, other pastimes take place. And in some universe, the lila is going on, but maybe not in sequence. After killing Putana, according to the Bhagavatam, came Shatakasur, Shakatasur, Trinavarta. Then was Trinavarta. This sequence is in the Bhagavatam. The demons come in this sequence. But in all universe, it's not necessarily the sequence. In some Brahmandas universe, Jogamaya shows these pastimes in different orders. The lila mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam is the lilas of one day. Vyasadeva, he showed, described these pastimes. There are unlimited universes. In each universe there's only one Vrindavan. Try to understand. And these lilas are going on as like a lalabad chakra, burning stick. Your intelligence will not work to understand this. You'll be confused. But chanting holy names will have this vision. Now just hear, listen. Just like one burning wood, burning torch. If you move it very quickly in a round, like a circle, you'll see just like a round fire circle. Looks like there's only one circle of fire. But actually no, you're moving it from one place to another. But you're moving quickly. Because you're moving so quickly. It looks like it's everywhere. Like it's a real circle of fire. So in the same way, Jogamaya, all these pastimes of Krishna are happening in the universes. In some universe the lila is going on, sometimes not. It's not necessary that in all the universes the lila is going on. In some universe the lila is going on, sometimes not. The saints which are very high class, when they go to the stage of bhava, Jogamaya shows the lilas of many Brahmandas, many universes in front of him, in front of this devotee. And then this lila, this devotee sees and writes it down, like in form of books, these things. So when he sees lila, he sees some lila. Huh? From where?
It's not in sequence.
For example, killing the demons is not in spiritual world. There is only bhava matra in the mode. Asura-marana-lila, killing the demons is only in this manifest universes. Prakata Brahmanda. Also, there are unlimited universes, not only one. from one universe to another universe, the lila is going on. For example, Putana happened here. Putana was killed. Then Shakatasu, Trinavarta, this sequence. But maybe in some another universe, the lila of Trinavarta is not even there. Another lila is there, not this one. Because there are unlimited pastimes. That's why with your intelligence, don't try to understand with your mind and intelligence. Chanting holy names slowly. Nama-prabhu himself will manifest this lila. So upasana is important. Mantra-maya upasana and swarasika upasana. Mantra-maya upasana is for sadhakas. And sarasika upasana is for the siddhas. They are meditating the lila. Lila automatically manifests in their hearts. So Krishna just joked with Rukmini, and they were married, and he was just joking with her. Which kind of joke? Krishna told, I got married to you. We got married suddenly. We were not like plans before our wedding. It was sudden. Like suddenly you just wrote a letter to me. Then seeing what you're feeling, I decided to marry you. In the middle of the night, everything changed during the night. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, there was no time, so Krishna just came in the middle of the night. Everything was so sudden. Actually, the brother of Rukmini, Rukma, forcefully wanted to marry her with Shishupal. Rukmini didn't want it. Because she knew that Shishupal was a demon and evil person. So, she didn't want, but her brother was forcing her. So really, in the day before the wedding, they do some Gauri Puja or something, according to the rituals of different parts of India. Anyway, that day Naradaji came, on that day. And Naradaji started glorifying Krishna. Hearing the glorification of Krishna, Rukmini thought, I just want to get married to Krishna somehow. So this is called Shravanjata Prem. Yesterday I told, there are many reasons why Prema manifests. Shravanjata because of hearing, Darshanjata because of seeing, and Swadasiddha, spontaneous love, without no cause. Rukmini heard the glories of Krishna and wrote a letter to him. So Krishna told, our marriage was not prefixed or planned. Our wedding was not planned. Krishna wants to say, I am Bhagavan. If someone little bit surrenders to me, I protect that person. My duty is to protect the surrenders. Bhagavan is called Saranagata Palaka. Any person who comes to the shelter of Bhagavan, Bhagavan protects this person. Always Lord does this. So you just raise a little bit your hand and say, Prabhu, protect me. Lord will protect you. You see, Gajendra, he offered that flower. Then immediately Bhagavan Sri Hari came to protect him. Then Lord saved Gajendra from the clutches of that crocodile. Bhagavan protected the surrendered. So Krishna is telling Rukmini, our wedding was not planned. There's so many rules for the weddings and marriages. First you have to check the synastry, check the birth charts, if they match or not, of the bride and bridegroom. No. Yes. Yes. Yeah, but what carrot? What is it about carrot?
No, that's the word they use.
Carrot of gold. Okay, sorry. So, but the Rukmini and Krishna didn't do this, checking the birth charts, no, to see how many points are matching or not. Rukmini heard the glories of Krishna, wrote the letter that same night. Krishna came. Then Krishna kidnapped Rukmini. So she was doing the Gauri Puja. Krishna put his chariot behind the temple and kidnapped her. The security guards were outside the Gauri temple. After the puja, from the other door, Rukmini sat on the chariot of Krishna and left with him. He kidnapped Rukmini. Then the family of Rukmini wanted to take her back, and then Krishna Balaram fought them. Then Krishna was about to kill her brother, and she said, "Please don't kill my brother." So Krishna shaved his beard, half side the beard, half side of the hair. Krishna shaved him and let him go. Like a cartoon. Like a cartoon. Those who are sitting in the procession, constant procession. Have you seen in the Janmashtami? They make so many statues and they're showing, and people are walking in the middle, like a parade. So Krishna made him like a cartoon, half shaved, and he took him out in a procession so that everybody would see him in this terrible, very poor condition, half shaved. But later on, Krishna got married to Rukmini following all the rules after kidnapping her. Krishna married her following all the rules with the brahmanas and everything, 5 sacrifice. Chanting with all the mantras and witness of the people. Have you gotten married? With like legally, like following all the rules. Isn't it? This is called Svakiyatva. Why did life, marriage life? So Krishna was joking with Rukmini, you are a princess, you are qualified. I'm not qualified to be your husband. You are a princess. I'm not a prince. Krishna says, I'm black. Directly, I'm black and you are white. How to match? The match is not there for meeting because everybody wants you. There's no one who wouldn't want you. You're so beautiful, has so many qualities, everything. Krishna says, who wants me? Who wants Krishna? Who wants Krishna? Those who are poor, those who don't have any wealth and money. So if you put Bhagavan on one side and Lakshmi on the other side, what do you want? Tell me. Which one you will take? Bhagavan or Lakshmi? Everybody would just take Lakshmi. Is this true or not? Everybody wants wealth and money. But also, if Lakshmi goes, Narayana goes behind following her. For example, if you take the calf, the mother cow will come behind because of the calf. There's no problem taking Lakshmi. If Lakshmi comes in your house, Narayana will come also follow behind. If you take the calf with you in your lap, the cow automatically will also follow. This is also the Tattva Siddhanta. The Tattva Siddhanta is also there. Gross conception and subtle conceptions. Sthula vichara, sukshma vichara. In the gross conceptions, sthula vichara, if you take Lakshmi, like everybody wants money, Lakshmi. Nobody wants Bhagavan. Who wants him? In the subtle conception, if Lakshmi comes to your house, Narayana himself will also come. Because if the Shakti comes, Shakti Mam comes behind. And that's why the song is there. If you chant Radhe Radhe, Bihari Krishna will come to you automatically. Will he come or not? Krishna. Because Narayana doesn't exist without Lakshmi, and Lakshmi does not exist without Narayana. This is the Siddhanta. What Bhagavan is saying. Krishna is saying, no one wants me. Everyone just wants you, Rukmini, because you're so beautiful. So. And then Krishna said also, look, if you want to marry Shishupala, I will arrange it. But if you say, oh, Shishupala will not marry me now, because I already married you, Krishna says, look, just to show that I'm a very low person, just to show me I'm like unworthy or someone very low, no one in Shishupala will marry you, just to show how I am like low. When Krishna said this, Rukmini started shaking. She was thinking Krishna will leave me. She just thought this. And then Rukmini fell. She fainted and fell. Krishna and fell and fainted. Chaitanya Charitamrita also mentions this. So this is one different prakoshas compartments. When you go there, you will see all these compartments. Gopakumara saw all this. Why, like Gopakumara is showing all this in Vidadha-madhava-natakam, how the lilas are going on. These different prakoshas. Jiva Goswami Sandarbha also mentioned about this. About the prakoshas. Yeah. 2 days ago. There are different prakoshas. Maybe you'll not understand. But still I need to speak about this. So Goloka and Vrindavan. The speciality of each one. Svakiyatva and parakiyatva. But in Goloka is also paramur mood there. There is also paramur. But it's a paramur that looks like Svakiyatva. It's not proper wedded life. So it's paramur. Where? In Goloka. But in Gokul or Vrindavan, there is completely parakiyatva-bhava. Like Srimati Radhika got married to another person. Where? In Vrindavan. If Srimati Radhika would have married someone else, then this wouldn't be paramur mood towards Krishna when she meets with him. When she meets with him. Actually, the relish of the rasa in parakya rasa is topmost. More than Svakiyatva. That's why Vrindavan has more beauty, more sweetness than Goloka. Even though Goloka and Vrindavan are not different, are the same. So Goloka is also the boundary of Vrindavan. So good. Yes, Goloka also more Asura-bhava, isn't it? Sometimes you say that, like Putana went to Goloka, not Vrindavan, but Goloka is like Asura-bhava more, even Jashoda and mother. How is it? But with Mother Jashoda, something else you said something. So if there is not so much parakiyatva-bhava, Svakiyatva-bhava, there's more opulent mood. All the associates are there. Nanda Jashoda, everyone, in different prakoshtas, different compartments. In Goloka also. For example, your house. There are many rooms in your house. Your son's bedroom, daughter's bedroom. Even the servant has a room also. Servant room. All this is there. When you'll go, you'll see. Just now, this is enough. Also, they have also some opulence mood more in Goloka. A little bit more, yes, they have more opulence mood. Yes. So they have the parakiyatva-bhava, but actually, like they're not wedded, married. They're not properly married, Radha and Krishna. But they stay together, like all the time. So it's like Satyabhama. I'm not speaking more. Janma Adi. All the rasas come from Shingaras. Shingaras is Adiras. Vraja Parakyaras. Paramurmut is the origin of all the rasas. Adiras means Shingaras. Adi means origin. Adi means origin. Mul. The origin of all the rasas is Shingaras. Especially Braja Parakyaras. Like the origin of the Ganges is in the Gangotri, the spring of the Ganges. Gangotri place in the Himalayas. Then there are many currents of Ganges coming, like streams of water. Then the stream of water passes through Haridwar, and many streams are going, and all of them are called Ganga. But according to the Shastra, where is the origin of the Ganga? Actually, it's the name of a friend of Srimati Radhika, Ganga. Her name is Biraja or Ganga. Once Krishna was in the transcendental world, speaking with Ganga in a solitary place. Somehow Srimati Radhika got to know that Krishna was there. Srimati Radhika came there. But Sridham was guarding the Kunja. The brother of Srimati Radhika, Sridham, was like a security guard guarding the Kunja. Krishna asked him to take care of the entrance of the Kunja. That's why he was there. When Srimati Radhika came, Sridham did not allow her to go inside. Srimati Radhika became angry and she cursed him. Go to the material world and become a demon. And he also cursed her. So brother and sister, they cursed each other. So Sridham cursed Srimati Radhika for 100 years. You will feel separation from Krishna and suffer. Other Puranas also is written that Nahi hota. And he also told you will not get married to Krishna. You'll have to get married to a demon. Some Puranas say that the curse also included this. That's why Srimati Radhika, when came, she had to marry Ayan Ghosh. In the Brahmanda Purana, it's written Radha Hriday Brahmanda Purana. It's written how Radharani got married to Ayan Ghosh. Madhu, Smith, Radha. In my book, I explain. It's written in the Puranas, all these stories. The Radha Hriday Brahmanda Purana, also Brahma Vaivarta Purana. Many Puranas, there are many stories of different kalpas. So Srimati Radhika, forcefully, she pushed away Sridham, but she's so strong, so she just put him aside, and she went inside the Kunja. Krishna was afraid because Radharani was coming. Because Krishna was with Ganga, so Ganga disappeared. Srimati Radhika came, and Srimati Radhika told Krishna off. like chastise him. Who you are with? Who was here with you? Krishna is a liar, no? He's expert in lying. I was without, no one was here. No, I feel this fragrant smell. Someone was here. And then Shrimadadka realized what happened and told, you have to go to the material world. Like Shrimadadka told the Ganges that she had to go to the material world, then Ganges came to the earth. All this describes a very beautiful katha, described in the scriptures. So the origin of Ganga is one Saki of Krishna, or Shrimadadka. She is also called Viraja. Rajdharma. Rajdharma means? Viraja means there's no any material nature. Someone beyond Sattva, and Tamagun. So Ganga, Viraja. There's another Saki called Viraja. Ganga or Viraja is a Saki of Krishna. Then she comes as Ganga. Actually, when you say this Ganga that Bhagirath brought, it's only to make pastimes. Like the streams of the Ganga was coming. In one stream, she's known as Mandakini in Swargalok. In Bhutalu, here she's Bhagirati. And in Patal, the stream of Ganga is called Bhagavati. She has three main streams. So Adiras, conjugal melos, is the source of all the rasas. The main Shingaras conjugal mood is the parakiyatva of Vraj. This does not manifest anywhere else other than Vraj. What? This Vraja parakiyatva-bhava. In the material world is not possible. Parakiyatva-bhava in this world is completely taking you to hell. You'll be taken by the Jamadutas if you do parakiyatva-bhava in this world. They will beat you so much with whips, like whips, and then they'll push you and to hell. Those who are doing things with wife of others or someone who is not your wife, your name will come to the blacklist of Jamaraj. Nobody will spare you if you like the paramore mode in this world. You go to the blacklist of Jamaraj. You can read the Bhagavatam, but you're not reading the Bhagavatam, so you don't have read the Bhagavatam. Before speaking about Ajamil, I think 5th canto, it's saying this. All the descriptions of the hell. No one wants to read that, huh? What will you suffer if you do paramore mood? What about if you drink alcohol, kill cow? This is in the list of Mahapapi, great sins. Papi, sin, Mahapapi, Atipapi. All this in the list, one by one it's described. Which kind of punishment also it's described. So in the material world it's not possible parakiyatva-bhava. To have parakiyatva-bhava. In Swargaloka is also not possible. When Arjuna was in Swargaloka in the last day, he was there. Because for 1 year he stayed there. He learned so many weapons, knowledge from the demigods. On the last day he was going away, going back. Farewell. The day of farewell. He was going out back the next day. So there was an assembly, demigods were there dancing, everything. Singing. Urbasi. And Urbasi, that Apsara, she was dancing. Arjuna looked at Urbasi. Unase? Okay, so Arjuna looked at Urvashi. She was dancing, like so many people were dancing, so Urvashi was dancing. Arjuna looked at her at that moment when she was dancing. And at that same moment, Indra looked at Arjuna. So everything finished, all the dance also was finished. After the dance was over, everybody went to their own rooms. Then Indra told Urvashi, go to Arjuna and give happiness to Arjuna. Then Urvashi came in the room of Arjuna, knocked down the door, knocked on at his door, midnight. What happened? Oh, the king Indra sent me to you. Why? Then she told, because he saw you looking at me, so he wants me to give you happiness. Arjuna said, no, it's not this. No. But why did you look at me if you didn't want? Then Arjuna told, no. Urvashi, you're in my dynasty. I see you as my mother. To look is one thing, but I was looking at you as my mother. So I have two kinds of visions, Kam Chakshu and Prem Chakshu. Arjuna said, I didn't look at you with lusty eyes. I was looking at you as like a mother to me. It's because Urvashi is in the dynasty of Arjuna. Because there was the story of Purarabha and Urvashi. Bhagavad also explains. This Purarabha king was in the dynasty of Arjuna also. And I was just looking at you because I thought, Urvashi is like my mother. She's in my dynasty. I saw you as my mother, not to enjoy you like a woman. But Urvashi was insisting. Maya is not so easy to because Maya will insist. She said, no, Indra sent me to give you happiness. Let's do it. Come on. Accept me. Then Arjuna denied. No, it's not possible not to do it with you. This is a sin. Because we are not legally married, you cannot do that. Then Urvashi cursed. You'll become eunuch. Then he came to then Arjuna was so upset, then he came to the complain with Indra to speak with him. Then Indra told, okay, only for 1 year you'll be eunuch. So this worked very well for Arjuna when they were in the incognito year, Agyatavarsha, when they couldn't be recognized, because Arjuna was staying in the Virat kingdom, and he was known as Brihanala at that time. So in Swargalok, there's no parakiyatva-bhava. So in Vaikuntha is even more, actually they be like super chaste. And Ajoda is also not possible. And Ayodhya is even more strict. Ramchandra has only one wife, like yesterday I told. Hey Sita. Today, the wedding day, I'm giving you a gift. Which gift? I'll only have you as a wife. I'll not marry any other woman. Not even touch any other woman in my life. When Ramachandra entered Janakpuri, all the women of Janakpuri, when they saw Ramachandra, before he married Sita, everyone, they became mad for him, all the women, because he was so gorgeous. His beautiful form, like he was so attractive. Some Vaishnavas say, seeing his beautiful form, all women from Janakpuri, everyone, they saw his beautiful form, they became so completely mesmerized, and in their mind they thought, we want to marry him one way or another, we want to get married to him. So the ladies of Janakpuri Kanai, all of them, in their mind, they made the resolution to marry Ram. And Bhagavan, he knows everything which is in the heart of everyone. That's why in the mind, Ramachandra gave blessing to them also. In this Ramalila, I will not be able to accept you as wives. But after here, I'll perform pastimes as Krishna. At that time, I will accept all of you. So these ladies of Janakpuri, Jogamaya arranged, and all of them, they were born in the womb of Braj Gopis. They became gopis. When you see Bhagavan, you feel so much prem coming in the heart. We cannot even imagine it. Some Vaishnavas say, why God is not giving you darshan? Because if you see Bhagavan directly, you'll so much lust to come in your heart, so much lust that you'll become mad of lust. That's why now Bhagavan is not giving darshan, some Vaishnavas explain. That's why Bhagavan says, first remove the lust. Remove the lust first, clean the heart. You see, Shivaji himself saw Mohini Murti, and Shiva became mad also. You see, and Shiva is a great yogi. He also has only one wife. Shiva didn't marry anyone else besides Parvati. Shiva also only married Parvati. He didn't marry anyone else. Shiva doesn't have any other wife. But when he saw Mohini, Shiva became running after her to try to catch her. And Bhagavan also running away, and then they ran all universe. Mohini was going, and Shiva running after her in the whole universe. His Viagra, like his clothes, like this deer skin that he's using, everything fell. His dorkopin, everything fell, and he was just mad for her and chasing after her. Then Bhagavan said, oh yeah, okay. Then they came back to that place, and Bhagavan manifested the form of 4 arms. Look, I'm Vishnu myself. Mohin, I am your worshipful deity. She was so ashamed. These lilas are showing. Even great yogis like Shiva, if they see the beautiful form of Bhagavan, they'll be so mesmerized and feeling so desire. Imagine other people. Mohini was Vishnu. And imagine Krishna himself, which is the divine Cupid of Vrindavan. He's worshipped with the Kama Gayatri mantra in Kama Bij. Vrindavana Krishna, he is the transcendental Cupid. Shastra explains 3 kinds of Kamadeva. The Cupid, which resides in Svargaloka. He's in the mind of all the conditioned souls. Do you understand the Cupid of Svargaloka? This Cupid makes disturbs your mind. The duty of Kamadeva is to create this transform the mind of the conditioned souls and make lust come in there, like these desires come in their mind. This is the Svakiyatva-bhava, Cupid of Svargaloka. Second, in Dwarika, in Pradyumna, he's the second Cupid. Kamdev. Is actually a direct manifestation of Krishna. And in Vrindavan, Vraja and Lalita-madhava-natakam, he's the transcendental Cupid. Krishna is worshipped with the Kama-gayatri mantra with 24.5 syllables. How many syllables are in the Kama-gayatri? 24.5. Actually, these 24 syllables and a half are the complete limbs and body of Krishna. So much bliss when we see Krishna. So Kama means prema. So much bliss. Bhagavan has such a beautiful form. This transcendental Cupid of Vrindavan is next to Keshaghat in the Govinda Mandir. How is his form? If you see him once, you cannot go back to your house. We are going to Vrindavan, we are seeing Govinda, then we come back to our houses after. But this verse is saying, if you see him, you won't come back to your house, and all your family life will be destroyed. You'll forget your family life. So much happiness in Govinda. So beautiful is three-band-fold form. From all the forms of God, the best form is his crooked form, three-band-fold, Lalita Nayak. Chaitanya Charitamrita explains, if you read, you feel happiness. If Radharani comes in front of Krishna, immediately Krishna becomes three-band-fold. In front of other gopis, Krishna doesn't manifest completely his three-band-fold form. But in front of Srimati Radhika, Krishna automatically becomes crooked, like bending. Banki Bihari ki jai. Banki matlab banki Bihari. Because the word banki of Banki Bihari means exactly like crooked, like a little bit wafer. Krishna sells himself in front of Srimati Radhika. All this describes the glories of the prema of Srimati Radhika make Krishna become three-band-fold. What are the three parts which is bending? Neck, waist, and on the feet, another on the waist, another on the neck. Tribanga. The form of Krishna threefold, Diralita Nayak. This form is so beautiful. He has on his head a beautiful peacock feather. The flute in his hand. And he puts the nectar of his mouth in the flute, and this comes as a sound. And this crosses this material world, goes until Swargaloka. In Swargaloka, the Apsaras are there. They were plucking the parijat flowers to worship lords. They were plucking the flowers, but when they hear the sound of the flute, all the flowers fall from the hands of the Apsaras, and they fall on the head of Krishna, these flowers. In the book Krishna Karnamata, it's described, this verse. Krishna Karnamata book. All the clothes of the demigods become like loose. So the sound of the flute goes across like the universe. Sarga, Vaikuntha, even Lakshmi, all the Lakshmi's wives of Vishnu. The sound of the flute enchants their heart, and then the sound of the flute goes to Dwaraka and goes even further. Then the sound of the flute reaches Golok, and even beyond Golok, Vrindavana. Why the sound of the flute is going so high? Because the sound of the flute is saying, oh, here no one wants me. For example, you brought some things to sell, for example. But there's no clients. Like in this material, there's no clients. That's why the sound of the flute continued. Swargaloka also no client for me. No one wants to buy me like this. Sound of the flute continued more. Crossed Viraja river, continued. In Vaikuntha also no client is there. No one to buy. Then crossed Ayodhya, Dwarka. Here also no one to take me. Even in Goloka also no one. In the end, the son of the flute found someone in Vrindavan. But in Vrindavan the gopis were sleeping. How are the pastimes going on? Look, cannot even imagine. The gopis were sleeping. The sound of the flute entered inside the ears of the gopis. Actually, the sound of the flute is Krishna himself, a form of Krishna. There's no difference between Krishna and the sound of his flute. Krishna is the transcendental Cupid and is worshipped by the Kamagayat and the Kamabij mantra, which is clean. This clean is actually the form of Krishna himself. K means clean. K-L, I long, E like this, and M. And also the nasal sound. Krishna, this is the form of Krishna himself. Vishwanath Chakravarti shows also how clean is actually also Radha Krishna together. Haladani Shakti Sarupin. Krishna himself is there. Anyway, continue the katha. Gopis were sleeping. Krishna, by the sound of the flute, entered inside the ears of the gopis. And this great jewel which was inside the heart of the gopis, Mahadhan, great wealth. What is this wealth? This treasure. The prem that they have for Krishna. Prem is this great wealth they had in their hearts, this treasure. So the sound of the flute Krishna stole and came out of their ears, stealing this. Krishna came inside the heart of the gopis and came out by the ears. And then coming out, he also woke up the gopis. Hey gopis, look, I'm stealing your treasure. Bye-bye. You know, one thing is a thief who is stealing, but no one sees. But the dacoit is like violently taking from you with a gun. Put the gun in your neck and give me everything. Like this. This is the dacoit. Krishna is also the great thief, Mahachoram. He's not ordinary. He's a dacoit. Krishna is our dacoit. Not only a thief. Bandido. Look, gopis, I'm taking your wealth. I'm taking it with me. And then the gopis, Krishna was going away. Then gopis started running behind Krishna. So Shloka is coming. Nishama Gitata Tadananga Vardhanam. Hearing the sound of the flute, gopis started running. Acharyas explained because Krishna is a great dacoit that was running away with their wealth. That's why gopis ran away behind him. If someone loses wealth or money, the person will run to get that. In the same way, the gopis were running behind this dacoit, Krishna. Krishna is the big gangster, big dacoit, Mahar dacoit. So gopis had this wealth in their heart, topmost treasure. Krishna stole it, ran away, and the gopis were running behind him. The gopis were going towards each other, like next to each other. Sorry, gopis were going next to each other. No one even called each other because they were thinking Krishna took our treasure, and they were going side by side. They were running side by side. But they didn't even see each other. Why? Because their mind, body, everything was focused and absorbed in Krishna. If you're looking focused to the front, you will not see what is around. That's why Dronacharya told Arjun, the bird was on the top of the tree. So Dronacharya told, aim the pupil of the eyes of that bird. So this is also the same. Gopis had only one focus, one target, to get that Mahachor, great dacoit, Krishna, who stole the wealth of our hearts. Govinda is also nothing less. Tadananga Vardhanam. If we describe each part of the verse, it gives so much happiness. Gopis were sleeping, and Krishna woke up the prema in their heart. Tadananga Vardhanam. In the Kamaga it explains also. Ananga, this love was awakened. So all the gopis came together, and they came on the banks of Jamuna in Vrindavan, in the Rasa Sthali. So beautiful, this bhava. In the transcendental world, the Vidadha-madhava-natakam Kalpadramanda, the divine transcendental land of Goloka Vrindavana. Where Govinda is there, under the banyan tree, Swayam Bhagavan Shri Govinda is there. Where the gopis serve Krishna. Krishna is served by the gopis. How? Gopis serve Krishna with their words. They're not serving with the hand. They serve Krishna with their words. You are a thief. You are evil. you're a naughty person, cheater. So they serve. How to serve a thief? By abusing him with words, like swearing him, calling names, like a person who's very evil, beating with the like you serve him, beating him with shoes. Like you serve people in different way. You serve the police with your left hand. Give money. Under the table, like bribing. Like bribing. You serve the police with your left hand, bribing. So you serve people differently, depending on the person. The serve of the politicians is like bribing him. So in different services to different people, this is true or not? You serve people differently. What service can I do? The politician will say, no need to serve me. But it's the happy birthday of my son. You can do some arrangements, little bit arrangements. How much money? No, I'll not say anything, but my PA, my personal assistant, will tell you how much for the birthday of my son you can give. Charlie's like 4 million rupees. This is what I'm telling, it's true or not? They don't take bribe, but they say like this, oh, you can serve in the happy birthday of my son. These politicians. Anyway. So gopis are serving with the words, serving to Krishna. They are serving Krishna. How? We see the picture. Radha Krishna sitting in the middle and the beautiful umbrella over their heads. They're sitting in the throne, beautiful, with so many jewels. You know, have you seen this verse picture? Divya Vrindavana Kalpa Drumada, like Radha and Krishna under the Kalpa Vriksha, the beautiful jewel throne. Banyan tree. Or under the Kadamba tree. So beautiful. But the Rasikacharyas, how they serve like this? You are a debauchee, you are a thief. Like serving Krishna using these words. Bhagavata explains also. This is called Pranay Git. Pranay Git. The gopis, with beautiful verses, they glorify to Krishna in this Pranay Git. Two kinds of stutis, prayers, or glorification. Bengatma stuti means like with sarcasm. Bengatma stuti. And another, normal prayers with humility. Or like, hey Govinda, oh. Krishna, for example, says, you came to see the forest? Okay, go back. Krishna told the gopis. Then the gopis told beautiful stutis at this moment. But all full of sarcasm. Bengatma stuti. But externally, looks like they're speaking very humbly, but actually, Krishna said, go back, and then the gopis humbly told, full of humility. So 3 kinds of stutis also. Dena Bodhak, Vignapati, and Lalsamai. Lalsamai? You forget, I also forget. Dena Atmika Stuti, prayers full of humility. Like this, Amara Jivana, Vignapati You're expressing your heart. Like this, tabevasmi, tabevasmi. Vigyapati. Bhakti Samdasana describes. Like this verse explains, just like normally, naturally, a young man and a young woman are attracted to each other. Oh Lord, I want to be attracted to you in the same way. Mahaprabhu told this verse. In the youth, during the youth, naturally, young boy and young girl are attracted to each other. So, hey Bhagavan, I want that my mind automatically will be attracted towards your lotus feet. This is Raganuga Bhakti. Ragatmika Bhakti, it's this. How to pray to Lord. Namara Jivana. Start like this, then slowly grow. There's no one as fallen as me in this world. Amara Samarahin. Hey Gopinath, Mamani Vedana Shuni. It's all full of humility. Vigyapati Lal Samai. Vigyapati and Lala Samai. At least remember something. What is Lalsa? Siddhi Lalsa, this longing for perfection. Kabe Gauravane Sura Dunitate, like this song describes this. Siddhi Lalasa, longing for perfection. This kirtan describes this. So beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful these bhavas describing these songs. I'll not go back to my house. I'll go to the forest to see these pastimes. This kind of longing. So 3 kinds of stutis. Dynatmika Bodak, full of humility. Vigyapati, expressing your heart, entity. And Lalsamai, longing. So beautiful this. Krishna, you stole our minds. How can we go back? You've stolen the treasure of our mind. So how can we go? Give us our mind back. So in this sloka, gopis are chastising Krishna.